Hello folks, welcome to my channel. Like, comment, subscribe, come again, tell a friend. My name is Clint. Disclaimer, these videos are for fun entertainment and for you. Also, get God knowledge, wisdom, understanding, get help, get support, get money, get good health, make a way. So all you got to focus on is God, prosperity, money, good health, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, peace. This video is going to be about a topic that I'm always going to talk about, and I have several videos that I'm always going to talk about. And the topic is black people. Basically, well, you can't talk about black people unless you talk about the bubble. Because the bubble is in control of pretty much everything in the United States and abroad. They're controlling, or they have such influence and power in these other countries. Africa, look at the devastation they're doing to African people. And the sad thing about that is I'm the African people's enemy. They talk more about me than they talk about what the bubble is doing to their countries. They're being robbed of all their money, their mineral resources. They're starving. They're living in mud. And I'm sorry to say that. But it's the truth. They will never rise up until they can better deal with the bubble. We in black Americans, we have fought for everybody's rights. That's a fact. But because of the slander we face, we are the enemy of the world, so to speak. They don't know much about us. What they learn is not good. So anyhow, I mean, not just Africa, but just tons of countries around the world. I mean, I have tried to be friends with African people that come to this country. But first thing they'll say is they're not black. That's fine. That's fine. They're saying it more often now than I'd say in the last couple of years than they used to. But that's fine. Because being black is not just an American experience, a color experience, a culture experience. So they've been through stuff that we haven't been through, but that's the bubble. Divide and conquer. You're Nigerian, you're better than the Ethiopians, and you're Arabs, you're better than the, excuse me, that's the race. That's the thing. You are. They don't want us coming together, helping each other. Divide and conquer. Even Americans, black Americans in this country, we are so divided. We are so twisted, so indoctrinated, so confused, so crazy, so fucked up, lost. We don't even know which way is up. It's by design. This country is based on money, power, chaos, white supremacy. That's their goal, is to make the dogs sick, make the human beings sick, make the air sick, make other countries sick, and then make money off of them, keep them from fighting. And they are powerful. They're powerful. But anybody could really do that. But that type of way of conducting oneself or one's life is only temporary. You won't reign for 30,000 years if you keep abusing people and hurting, and you'll only reign for a certain, might be 2,000, might be 4,000. I don't know what the number is. But it's not a permanent or ongoing thing, because people will rise against you. That's just kindergarten lesson. They will rise against you in some kind of way. They will rise against you, and this is what's happening now. The people of America of all colors are rising against this government. The bubble. They can't take them down. They're too powerful, but they are rising against them. They are woke. They are waking up. They are looking for new answers, and I encourage people, keep doing that. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Keep seeking the knowledge, because you're not going to find it falling in your lap. You have to dig for this knowledge. You have to seek. You have to ask. You have to beg. You have to cry out for this knowledge. Tough times ahead, folks. There's some cities now where they are trying to create an all-white government. I think Alabama is one of them, an all-white government. So what that means is we get everything and you get nothing. You know what I mean? So that means you're our slaves and we have everything. And if it's a success, I think there's at least few states that are doing it, and they're pretty much doing it in other countries. So if they're successful, every time somebody does something, it's always being studied. If they're successful, how did you do this, that, and then they will do it. They'll take that, the other information, and the other information, put together a plan. These people aren't stupid. but then again, they are. These are kindergarten lessons. They were very successful with this stuff. Super successful. I can't really understand it, but Russia could have done this. Japan could have done this. Africa could have done this. They don't choose to take the route of the U.S., which is to kill to get their way, to destroy to get their way, chaos to get their way. Nowhere has the U.S. gone. They have not left a trail of blood. And that trail of blood is crying out, and it will continue to cry out. It's very sad. It's very sad that we're creatures of God, and this is how we conduct ourselves. We've been given the gift of life, the gift of love, and such a beautiful place to live. And this is how some people conduct themselves. So what? You're superior or you're inferior. That doesn't give you right to do all this. Everything has a sort of a purpose, a job, or look at the animals and the insect. Everything has a gift that is sent here for us. Look at the trees, look at the flowers. And I'm not talking about a visual gift. They have an internal gift, a psychological gift, a spiritual gift. It's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but we don't even know what their gifts are. And there were times when they did know what some of these gifts were of these people, but it's hard. It comes and it goes. So we don't know what their gifts are. We don't know what these gifts are. We don't know. They say a spider has 8 eyes. I've heard something like that. That's a university walking right there. They always study neurotoxins and poisons and always study that. You say poison, boom, they're right there. They always study, archaeology, bodies and ancient fossils, because they know the value of it. They know what they can offer. But anyhow, get the knowledge. Seek the knowledge. We're so fucked up. I swear, we're so fucked up. When you leave your home, you have to watch out for the police who are supposed to protect you. You have to watch out for black people who are supposed to love and help you, and you have to watch out for white people who are doing their thing, and you have to watch out for the brown man doing his thing. It's hard to explain. It's so much going on now. So many tricks and delusions and misconceptions. That's why I say you have to get the knowledge. And I said it before and I'll keep saying it again. If you know anything about the ancients, and then you listen to what these Europeans are saying, they're repeating the ancients with their own twist. And that makes them sorry. Because I mean, listen to some of these people, and then go listen to the ancients. They didn't invent that. They didn't create it. They're just copying it, putting their twist on it. I mean, I've said this. I'll say it again. Every time they discover a planet, they're like, oh, look, we discovered a planet. Oh, wow, we found it. Oh, it's this, it's that. Oh, we found this planet. We found... The ancients already told them about the planet. They already told them about the skies, the sun, the moon, the stars. Listen to some of these psychologists, how they talk about psychology. And a lot of them don't know. They don't know. They are just as ignorant as we are, and so many other people. They've been tricked, duped, lied to, misled. They think they invented everything. You know, what is this? Thomas Edison invented the lights. They don't never talk about it. His slave that worked in the laboratories. But they continue to do this corruption. I was thinking this today. If you're so superior, why do you do so much wickedness? If you're so superior, you would not need to do the kind of wickedness they do. It's more desperate. It's more of a desperate people. And even now, though everything is happening that they said it would happen, they're still going on with this wickedness. And they have so much knowledge. They know what's coming. They know the stuff that's about to come. They know more than me. They're building all these beautiful underground cities. Beautiful. I mean, cities underground, little mansions underground. Look what we did. We so superior. Look what we can do. Where did they get the architecture from? The ancients. The knowledge from the ancients. The information from the ancients. They don't tell you that part. It's really complicated, folks. But the thing about all this is we have to rise up, fight together, fight each other. It doesn't matter what race you are, what color you are, where you're from. Because these people can't be taught. They just can't. They just can't, and they won't. You know? They just can't. And I use the analogy of ancient history. We will repeat ancient history. It's not going to be like it was because, for one thing, we have major power as black people that we didn't have. We don't have a lot of power compared to them, but they killed hundreds of millions of people. And they're going to kill hundreds of millions of people again, if they can. Get knowledge, get wisdom, get understanding, get money, get power, get peace, rest, and good health. Help each other. Teach each other. And we have to do this ourselves. We can't rely on the police departments. They're not going to change. They're not going to help us. Maybe a little here and there and here and there. They're not going to do too much for us. Where I live at, the police department is all white and Spanish type, and the city hall all white and Spanish type, and that's crumbling. The nerve, he just doesn't give a hoot of how he's destroying the world. But he's got drones. He's got trillions of dollars. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. I saw this show where I think it was the British or something like that. They had the African people, something like that, slaving for gold for them. And they would come pick up the gold. They build a great empire. Still to this day, 30% of the gold I've heard is, no matter where it's at, is from African. So that's the energy we're getting. A lot of stuff is from African. You can't beat that. You know, the angels, the gods, they're African. But so they force these people to mine the gold. It was quite brutal, quite cruel. And they're living still to this day from the benefits of that gold. They're living like emperors and kings and queens and gods from the benefit of that gold. That's just one situation. And the generations of cruelty that these people are going through still to this day. But on top of that, what happened was the people began to rise up and fight. So I think it was the British, they went over there and bombed them up. They had bombs, cannon bombs, shit like that. They went over there and bombed the shit out of them. And so the people surrendered. Okay, you the boss, you the man. You know, stop bombing us, stop killing us, and stop hurting us. And you have superior weapons. And that's true. That's why we're in the position we're in. Because they have superior weapons, they have superior technology, and they always have. They came and built drones. They didn't invent this because it was already. They say nothing's new under the sun or something. We're just creating technology that has already been creating possibly for millions and billions of years. So because they were able to bomb these people, that makes them superior. But because they keep doing this type of stuff, that makes them inferior. I mean, they're bombing everybody. What's the solution? Well, let's bomb them. You can't keep doing that. This is kindergarten. So now they're becoming extinct. Their birth rates are way, way, way down, and scientists say they cannot recover. So what do? They kill everybody else to keep their birth weights above everybody else. I mean, come on now. Again, you can't keep doing this. You know, and this is history again and again and again and again and again and again. This is what these people do. You know, I said before about the all these companies that keep failing. All these major companies keep failing. And what does the government do? He bails them out. They get all this money and tax breaks and bailout. Look it up on the internet. All these keep bailing out. For example, the post office. And that money doesn't always go to the post office. That money goes in their pockets. They keep bailing them out. They keep failing, they bail them out. They keep failing, they bail them out. You can't do this. These are kindergarten lessons. And I'm not an authority. Well, I don't have documentation in front of me, but you can't keep doing this. At some point in time, you got to sit down and say, well, we're going to do it a different way that benefits everybody, that will last for long, long periods of time, benefiting everybody. It's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next 25 years, because they don't have the money to bail them out. They don't have the money to bail these people out anymore. So what's going to happen? I don't know. It's not going to be good. That's why we're rising, because they're falling. Thank God, And for example, you gave Israel over $1 trillion over the years. Now see how they treat you now. You're not giving them no more money. It's a kindergarten lesson. They're trying to get rid of blue eyes. As beautiful as blue eyes are, they're trying to breed them out because they're beautiful, but they know blue eyes is a mutation of brown eyes. And what is a mutation? A sickness, a disease. If you don't have brown eyes, you got issues. But that's what they need to focus on. Building their bodies and building everybody else's bodies. All this garbage that they're doing, they're only hurting themselves. Not to mention everybody else. But anyhow, folks, my time is up. Like, comment, subscribe, come again. Tell a friend I gotta go. Make a way. Make money. Like, prosper. Get your mind right, your body right. I gotta go. Over and out.